Hi guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to The Edward. I'm your host, Eddie, and in tonight's video, I'll be discussing what I thought of the two latest and very good episodes of His Dark Materials, both of which drop back-to-back tonight on HBO Max. I just got done watching them, really liked it. Before I get into all of that, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review video, so if you haven't seen the latest two episodes of His Dark Materials, episodes 3 and 4. You do not want to keep watching or listening, as I will be going to spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right into it. So, starting with episode 3, obviously. Great to see Yorick as always, although I certainly hope that wasn't the last we've seen of him. It feels like with Azrael's impending war, the Armored Bears would want to get involved in this. Or if not all of the Armored Bears, at least bring Yorick back, at least for the battle sequences. You want an Armored Bear there for your battle sequences, wouldn't you? So, but hopefully he'll be back sooner than later in some other capacity. So far, they've utilized him a hell of a lot better than they ever did in Season 2, so I will give them that. First 3 episodes of His Dark Materials, they have really utilized the hell out of him, and I'm forever grateful for that. And I hope we see him more before this show and this season is out, or has run its course. So that was cool, watching him fix the subtle knife. I thought that was pretty cool, pretty interesting how Will's primary focus was Lyra, as he used that as a way to focus his energy in repairing the broken blade. So, yeah, there's something happening there, some kind of budding attraction at least. I also was not at all thinking at any given moment that Mrs. Coulter was going back to her old villainous ways. I suspected she was pulling like a double cross on the Magisterium, and sure enough, she was. She was trying to kill them before they could kill Lyra, but unfortunately, unwillingly brought them away to kill Lyra. And even though she burned most of Lyra's hair, there was just enough left for them to create that bomb that will somehow trace itself directly to Lyra and kill and blow her up no matter which world she's in. I don't know if it can follow her to the land of the dead or not, but it'll be interesting to see if it can follow her anywhere like they intend it to. So I liked Mrs. Coulter's storyline in that episode. I can't remember if it was the 3rd or 4th episode, but I liked her storyline where she's kind of thrown in with Azrael's Republic, but not really, because obviously there's some serious trust issues there with everybody. And also, until Ruta, the Witch Queen, had mentioned it, I had completely forgotten about Mrs. Coulter brutally torturing and murdering witches to get information out about Lyra way back in Season 2. I had forgotten about that until she brought it up, like, oh yeah, the witches are probably no fan of hers, but even though they're not, she's escaped now. She's escaped Azrael's camp and gone back to the Magisterium, but it doesn't seem to be all necessarily in vain. You know, that undercover fairy or pixie, whatever he is there, and is probably going to help spring her and her demon out. Because if she loses her demon, she very well could die too. Or she at least become like a zombie person or whatever. So yeah, I like the stuff with Mrs. Coulter. You know, I didn't once think that she was going back to her villainous ways. I suspected this was some kind of ploy to gain the Magisterium's trust and sabotage or foil their plans somehow, which it sounds like it started off that way, but now unfortunately she is full-on prisoner and captive of them, especially the creepy way the father president keeps trying to kiss her, touch her. Then again, if he's been abstinent his whole life, God damn, that dude must be pent up. I mean, shit. No wonder he's lost his mind if he has, because it seems like he is starting to become unhinged up there. You know, I hated seeing Lyra and Pan part ways. I felt like that was really unfair to Pan, and I feel like I don't understand why Lyra feels like she has to go and rescue Roger. Roger's fate seems to be certain or decided with, you know, being in the land of the dead since he died, and why she thinks she has to go there and she doesn't feel this urging need to go and join Azrael's Republic for the forthcoming war. I don't know. That was never quite clear to me because I do feel like she's pretty selfish in this regards. Like she wants to do it because she loves her friend, but at what cost, and to like how much is that cost going to be, and is it going to be worth it in the end? We don't know. Hopefully that knife will get them out of the land of the dead once they get there, and once they get Roger back, if they can get him back at all. But man, they sure did Pan dirty in the final closing moments of episode 4. That was not cool at all. On a brighter note, Simone Kirby's character, whose name, of course, I can't remember because I barely remember season 2 because it just did not leave an impression on me at all. Seems to have encountered an awesome new creature that can speak, and it seems to have known she was coming, or it knew to expect her. Now she's following it to God knows where. And is this a new ally? Is this this creature a member of a race of creatures that Azrael may use to recruit to his cause? Or do they have some other purpose we have yet to learn about? I don't know, but sure looked cool though. Looked very cool. Looks like a what are those things called? Tapers, I think they're called. Like a South American taper, or is it South American or African? Well, whatever they're called, wherever they're from, this thing looked very cool. And I'm excited to learn more about it. So yeah, I liked these 2 episodes. I didn't like them as much as I liked the season premiere and the second episode. Those were great. These 2 were very, very good. I did love all the stuff featuring Yorick in episode 3. I did not like seeing him part ways with Lyra once again. Hopefully he'll be back before the series runs its course, and hopefully we see him in full-blown war mode. I mean, if he lives for war, then he'll definitely try to be, or want to be, a part of Azrael's war with heaven. So hopefully we see Yorick again at some point. I sure should hope so, because he's like my favorite character out of everybody on this show. And I liked episode 4. I couldn't bring myself to love it because it was just so sad and so selfish and irritating of Lyra to leave Pan behind at the dock there. And that poor little guy did not deserve that. I hope she somehow comes back to life, so to speak, if they do leave the land of the dead, and Pan gets to reappear once again. So the fact that we didn't see Pan disintegrate and disappear into dust means that hopefully he's not dead either. So fingers crossed for the little guy. But yeah, very, very good 2 episodes. I can't believe with these 2 episodes we're already halfway through the final season, because it's only 8 episodes long, and we're at the halfway point, which means from here on out, hopefully it's going to get really intense and really exciting. And the stakes are going to be as high as ever, and I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you guys are too. What did you think of these 2 episodes? Did you like it? Did you love it? Were you expecting more, expecting less? Let me know what you think down below in the comments section. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.